Hi. Hello. Hi. Welcome. So, I think I mentioned this in the title, but I don't know what I'm going to name this video yet. But I'm going to bake for my birthday. That is the plan. And why am I doing this? It's because I feel really empty. I'm not looking forward to my birthday, which is tomorrow. And I think it's a great thing to do just before the day so that keeps me occupied and I just don't think of the inevitable day that is tomorrow when I am a year older and I need to look back and think, oh, what have I been doing? At least now if I look back, I can say, oh yeah, I just baked yesterday. I've done something, right? I guess. But yeah, I feel I feel kind of lost, and I guess that's just being in your 20s and it's just, figuring yourself out and all of that. But I don't know. I think I know myself a little bit, and I know that I hate change and I hate growing old. I hate having to face time. I hate having to look back and be like, oh, what and all has happened. And I'm not a big fan of that. So I saw Emma Chamberlain do it. And if Emma Chamberlain does it, I gotta do it. Really. I really thought it's a fun idea and I really related to her, just growing up. When I was a teenager, she was a teenager. I watched her all the time. And now I thought, what better than to do what she's doing? I think it's a great thing to bake my own cake. I'm doing this to take my mind off the fact that I'm turning 24. I hate it. 24 is such a serious number. All these years I was okay, 22, 21. 21 was great. It was like a milestone that you had to achieve. 22 is also amazing because there's a Taylor Swift song on it. 23 is a little bit more like question mark, but it's still, 23. Okay, it's just 23. Now that I'm reaching 24, I'm a little bit like 24, dude, that's so much. So I'm not gonna make like a multiple tier cake and the frosting and all that. That's not my vibe. I kind of want a low-key cake, a cake that I can enjoy. Okay, so the game plan. Game plan is I'm making two desserts because why not? It's my birthday. I can make two things if I want to, right? It's my birthday and I can cry if I want to. And that was the original plan. And I thought I'm gonna cry with some dessert. So first I'm gonna make a pistachio tres leche. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's a pistachio 3 milk cake. And I found this video on Instagram and it looked really nice and I thought I could do that. Then I'm gonna make brownies, but just not any brownies. I'm gonna make these cherry brownies because actually Blinkit was having this offer and it was like, oh, 120 for some cherries, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get cherries. And so I thought I could add the cherries to my brownie, and I think cherries and chocolate is like a really nice combination, and I think I'm gonna try that. So these are my two desserts that I'm making. So yeah, that's my game plan basically, and I think I've rambled on so much, so much about these things and not even baked yet. So I think let's get to baking. Blinkit haul because I didn't have so many things to make my cake. I had to get some batteries because my weighing machine is not working. And it's very important to weigh batteries. I got some cherries. I thought I'll add these to the brownies I'm gonna make afterwards. Then I have some whipping cream. I got some coconut water because I love coconut water. It's yummy. Then I have some I have some icing sugar. I think icing sugar is just basically granulated sugar. But oh my god! Yeah, I think that's better. I think icing sugar is just granulated sugar. That's just really ground fine. I googled it. I thought maybe I could just grind up the sugar super fine. But Google was like, oh, you can only substitute it when you want to dust the sugar, but if you're trying to whip it, it won't happen. So I just got icing sugar. And some chana jor. I really like it. It's a very yummy snack. Very underrated in my day. I'm gonna have some flour. I think the amount I have is not enough. And then I have some condensed milk. very little cherry. It says 200 grams, but I really don't think this is 200 grams. This looks like 100 grams to me. And some of the cherries are like gone bad. Look at this. I cannot use this cherry, but fine, you know. I got duped. What's new? Also, I got this free sample, so it's a win, I guess, for ordering so much. Okay, let's go bake my cake. You know, these Blinkit cherries were a scam. Oh great, it's showing 150 grams. That's even lesser, and this is with the packaging. So if I take out the packaging, I'm sure like there's lesser amount in it. So maybe don't trust Blinkit's measurements of your fruits. They're probably fake. Okay, I'm gonna start baking this cake. I made my evaporated milk. Because evaporated milk is just milk that you evaporate for a bunch of times till it's like reduced off quantity. And that is done. Next, I'm gonna follow this recipe. It's from Nombia, and I really want to make a pistachio milk cake. Let's see how it turns out. First step of my video is to break these eggs and separate them. I'm not really an egg person. I live in a vegetarian household, so we don't really use eggs a lot, and I don't know how to separate them. But I saw a video where they just break the eggs, they just scoop up the egg yolks and separate it. So I guess I could do that, right? I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna figure it out. So I think I'm just gonna break the eggs in this bowl and separate the egg yolk. It's gonna be a very icky process, but sometimes you gotta do things that you don't like. I think I should just pick this up and put it in this. I don't know how it's gonna work, but let's see. Oh god. Oh my god, yes. Success! It worked, okay. I have successfully separated them, but I feel like these yolks have a little bit of white in them. But I think it's okay. Like, do I need to have an absolute separation? I don't know, I'm not sure, but these are the whites. Yay! Okay, so next I have to zest some orange and add some sugar and rub it in. So, you know, the sugar like takes up the orange zest more, and then I have to mix it up with the egg yolk. So let's do that. Okay, zesting is so hard. There must be like an easier method. I've just been grating this orange zest since that time. And I can smell the orange, but is that it? I'm pretty sure I need a lot more from the video that I saw. It's like a whole ass arm workout. Got this. That's it. I made a little dent on it, little dents here, and that's pretty much it, and I've been going at it for some time now. It's actually kind of juicing, the orange. Okay, I think I'm gonna watch a video and then maybe doing something wrong. Is the very little progress that I've made. I don't know. My arm is tired and the orange looks a little like this, and I think I've zested it, but I don't know, guys. Maybe I don't want an orange flavor in my cake. Anyway. Okay, so I did a few steps. I forgot to record it, but I've added flour, I added some pistachios, I have added sugar, and I've added baking powder. And now I have to whip up the egg whites. And I think that's the hardest part. Okay, so I'm gonna beat the egg now. Oh my god. It's okay, this is how I don't have like, you know, that hand mixer, but I have this. I think I can make the eggs just as well. And I am supposed to add 3.5 tablespoons of sugar as I beat it, and I should stop when they form stiff peaks. Okay, I'm gonna do this and I will show how it goes. Okay, I think we've got soft peaks. I think this is soft peaks. So we're supposed to like very gently fold these egg whites into my cake mixture or flour mixture, and I'm going to do that. And it says fold and do not overmix. This is my problem. I feel like I overmix everything because I feel like they're not like fully combined, but you're supposed to not overmix. Okay, I'm gonna mix it and I will show you. This is my cake mixture. I haven't mixed it too much because I'm kind of scared to overmix it, because apparently the egg whites, the air that you've introduced by whisking the egg whites, is what adds the fluffiness, I guess, into the cake. So I'm gonna do a little bit mix in the end, and I'm getting my oven preheated in my baking dish. And also, this is a tip that was added: you're not supposed to like line the sides because that's where your sponge cake will grip onto. So I have left that, though I'm very skeptical of it, but let's see. This is my final mixture. Okay, I hope it turns out good. Okay, in it is going. Ah. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Okay, it's around 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit for 40 to 45 minutes. I've put my timer for 40, and we will check on it periodically, and I really hope it turns out good. Okay. Okay, my pistachio cream is coming along. Oh, cannot show it. I don't know how to show it, but it's coming along. But I think this quantity is too less, and I also don't want it to be too runny and watery. So I think I'm just going to add milk and condensed milk in like my own proportions. The recipe says a little bit different. It says 3/4 cup milk, 1/3 cup condensed milk, half cup condensed milk, and half cup evaporated milk. I used more evaporated milk because I feel like it has a more creamy flavor. And right now it looks good, it looks green. Let me show you. This is my mixture. It looks pretty green. I'm happy with the color, but I don't know about the flavor yet. My cake, it's coming along. It's risen and it's a little brown on the top. I'm kind of scared if it'll get burnt, but I think it's not yet there. We're not even half time reached, so I'm just gonna let it be. Maybe around 10 minutes to the clock I'll just start checking on it, but right now it looks pretty good. I think it's almost done. It's all browned up, and now I'm getting a little scared. It still has a... oh damn, the bell just dinged. I'm going to take it out. The bell dinged. I'm kind of scared. It looks a little brown on the edges. Maybe it's burnt. Oh my god, please don't. This is it. Okay. Let's get a cake rack. I'm going to put it on this. Let's go. She says to put it upside down because it helps in cooling or whatever. So I'm going to do that. Okay. I have put it upside down. Now I'm going to let it cool. I'm a little skeptical how it's gonna turn because it smells a little bit burnt, but it's burnt cake batter. It's not fully burnt, but it could be a little burnt. This is the cake. So I was watching this video, and she says, so basically this golden or brownish thing on top of the cake, you can just peel it off, and that helps in the mixture getting absorbed into the cake more. And also this is like more of the eggy taste, and if you don't want it you can take it off, and I trust that lady, so I'm going to try to take it off, though it's not mentioned in my recipe. I saw a couple of other videos and it mentions this, so I'm going to do that. And after that I'm going to take it out of this dish and take out the parchment paper and put it back into this dish, and then let the mixture soak into this cake. Cake is a little bit like a lot bald now, and I'm thinking of trimming these edges because I think these are a little bit more hard. I think I could cut those off and put them back in and soak it. Holes in this a little bit so my mixture can soak properly. I think it already has a lot of holes, but I think it's better to make some more. Now it's fully bald, my cake, or it has a little bit hair here and there, but I think that shouldn't like be a big problem. Okay, this is my pistachio milk mixture. I think the pistachio separates quite a lot, and I think I have quite a lot of milk for this much cake, but I'll see how much is required. Okay, let's pour. OMG. It's going hard. Okay, I think we've really covered it it's so much, and there's so much milk over here. Hopefully the cake soaks it up. I'm not sure. And I have all this extra pistachio milk. I don't know, I'll store it. Maybe it'll require more, but I'm gonna store it in the fridge now. Okay, hopefully this turns out good. Okay, now it's brownie time. And if you think suddenly why do I look better, a little bit at least, it's because I did my makeup. And I thought, why do you want to be subjected to a horrible looking me the whole time? I'm gonna give you a little bit cuter version. I think mild improvement. Okay, so my chocolate and butter are melting in the microwave, and we're gonna go check on it. Okay, a little bit needs to melt more, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this in for another 30 seconds because there's a little bit more chocolate chunks. I have beaten the sugar with the eggs. I'm gonna add flour, I'm gonna add cocoa powder, I'm gonna add some coffee, which I have heard is a very important ingredient. Coffee, the secret ingredient to make your brownies taste better. Apparently, every time I do add coffee, and I do add a little bit of cinnamon because I really like the taste of cinnamon in my brownies. But this time, since I'm adding cranberries, I don't know if I should add the cinnamon. Also, I saw this video on YouTube where they make cranberries and almond, and I think that could be a pretty banging combo. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit of almonds also. My batter is ready. This dish is too big for the amount of brownies I've made, so I try to make it like a makeshift loaf. I just added a little bit of extra paper here, hoping that this gives it some form of shape. Otherwise, I feel like it's gonna be a little bit shapeless. So my recipe calls for 1 cup of whipped cream with some icing sugar. I don't know why I chose the pistachio tres leches other than the fact that it looked great on Instagram, because I don't even like whipped cream. And this recipe calls for so much whipped cream. Maybe in my own cake, I might like it. Okay, I don't know. Now I'm a little bit pessimistic about this cake. This whipped cream is some serious business. I've been going at it for some time, and this is the max peak I can get, and I give up. Honestly, I think it's good enough, you know? This is my ugly looking cake. I'm gonna try to save it with some pistachios. This is after I've dusted the pistachios. We just need to like ignore this part, and then I think it looks pretty okay. Okay, I'm ready. This is the look I'm going for. Okay, my cake is done. I don't know how I'm going to transport it, but that's going to be a hassle. I think I'm going to take an auto and then take it in the auto, just hold it and hope nothing happens to it. Anyway, yay. So I have successfully baked 2 things. Oh yeah, my brownies are done. They were very misshapen, so I cut them and I have it in my dabba. So that's okay, that's good. My tres leches, we gotta see how it turns out. Taste test is still pending. Outro time. Okay, so maybe I should have recorded me tasting the cake, but here's like my little review of the recipe. I think it was an okay cake. It's like a 7.5 cake. It's not like crazy. It's not like, oh my god, this is the best cake I've ever had. And also maybe next time I would choose a little bit more chocolatey berry type. I think that's really my type of flavor because I really like the cherries in my brownie. I think it should be a very popular combo. Why don't we do this more? Maybe next time you guys try baking brownies, definitely add cherries. They were really so good. And the almond was also a nice combination. But about the pistachio one, I think my pista butter had like its own food coloring, and that kind of created its own mess, which I don't recommend. So maybe next time make your own pistachio butter if you're trying this recipe. But other than that, and also the cake, I think could be more, I think poke more holes. Maybe I didn't poke holes enough, or I feel like the cake could have been more absorbent. And also make the milk a little watery, because you might think you need it to be thicker, but really no. You need it to seep into your cake way more than it needs to be thicker. Yeah. And also just in general, baking or doing anything just before your birthday, something that'll make you feel happy, you should do it. In general, I really like baking, so I think it was like a fun experience. I got to do it. I had an excuse to do it. And also, I think getting the final result and then eating it with your friends, family is like kind of the best thing. That is what adds to the day. And so, yeah, 10 on 10 experience. I think you guys should try it too. Okay, bye.